Hey guys, welcome to the long-awaited video that you guys have been requesting. This is more ideas on how to fill your sketchbook. So I hope these inspire you to create and have some fun. There's 6 ideas in this one, and I would venture to say they're pretty good ones. So yeah, let's just hop on into this. So the first sketchbook idea is actually really easy. All you'll need is a little bit of paint. I'm using acrylic gouache, and then you're going to paint your entire page. I actually did like a rounded rectangle shape and left a white border because I just think that's really cute, but if you don't like the border style, you can just fill the entire page. Next, what you're gonna do is paint a half circle on the lower part of your page, and again, just fill this with a solid color. So no shading involved, and that's why this is easy. Next, you're gonna take whatever colors you want and just do little arches. Basically, you're gonna do this until you reach the edges of that half circle on the bottom. This creates a cute rainbow effect, and it's also very consistent with like the Scandinavian minimalism sort of artwork. You kind of see a lot of these rainbows trending lately, actually, especially in nurseries or just on Pinterest in general. So I thought it would be fun to include in your sketchbook. And if you want, you can even rip the page out and hang it on your wall. Super cute. Okay, this one is admittedly very unique. It's one that I thought of late at night when I couldn't sleep, and I thought it sounded so fun to do this. But what you're gonna do is take 26 random colors. You can use whatever medium you want. I'm using Copic markers, but you can totally use like Crayola crayons or anything you have. And then what you're gonna do is fill those 26 colors in with the letters of the alphabet. Now, if you're watching this and your main language has more than 26 letters, just do it according to your alphabet and it'll still work out. So what this is gonna do is serve as a prompt generator sort of thing. Not exactly a prompt generator, but a color scheme generator. So you can actually get a random prompt online if you want, but for this, I decided to do a flag with my name. So I just wanted to see like, okay, if my name had its own flag, what colors would it be? So I put an M on the flag for Miranda, and then I just did fun little stripes and stuff, and then I looked over at the blobs and I got my name. So once I had my name, I decided to color in the flag however I wanted. You can use the colors wherever you want and do whatever you want after you have them, but it's just kind of fun to see what comes of it. So I definitely think I would revisit this page in the future and use other words like cat or house, anything like that, and it would choose my colors for me and kind of make me think outside the box. I mean, what if I didn't get blue, but I chose river? I guess we would have like a purple or orange river or something, you know? That would be really fun. So if this sort of thing appeals to you, I would totally recommend it. It was more to have fun than to make things look pretty, I guess. And I think that's important for a sketchbook, to kind of break that habit of thinking everything has to look good. It doesn't. It's about having fun, and it's a place to express yourself. So I thought this game of sorts would be fun because pretty much people of any skill level can do this one. If you're a beginner, this might break you out of your intimidation and just give you some inspiration. And if you're more advanced, this might just be a form of stress relief for you and just a way to get color schemes in general. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you try it, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. With everything that's going on in the world right now, it is no secret that we could all use a little bit of positivity. So let's just repeat that word real quick. Positivity. Positivity. All right, let's roll with that. We're gonna draw some T, and we're gonna make it positivity, okay? I know this is so cheesy, but I am a cheesy person at heart, so hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I decided to use colored pencils and go online and just look at tons of cute teacups until one kind of popped out at me, and then I sort of rolled with it. But I decided colored pencil so I could make it look really soft and not shade super hard, I guess. I wanted it to look super dainty and cute like the cups. So yeah, a little side note, my mother-in-law actually does tea parties around the holidays, and it's probably one of my favorite things just because we can sip something warm, eat a lot of cute little pastries, and just talk together. It's a fun way to spend time together, and I really enjoy it. So let me know if you really like having tea with people. I just think it's a really special thing. So yeah, anyway, I decided to add little like cookies next to the teacup and just shade to my heart's content. But what comes next I think is really cool, and it adds a really special spin on this, and it makes it something that you could even like gift to somebody or share it with a friend who maybe needs a smile. So yeah, I'll show you what we're gonna do next. After you have your shading down, which I kind of went a little hardcore with the shading, you don't have to do it this much, but think of a phrase that's like really special to you, or a phrase that would make somebody smile. And we're gonna bring this cup to life. So I decided to do some cute little innocent eyes and this soft, approachable smile. And then once I had that phrase in my mind, I'm gonna make it like radiate out of the cup. Like literally positivity. I know, so cheesy, right? So I just chose the phrase, "You are loved so much," because I think that's such a reminder that people need to hear, especially right now where, you know, there's a lot of us quarantining who aren't seeing people and we feel alone. It's nice to just give yourself that reminder or give people you love that reminder. So yeah, this one is cheesy and it's also a little deep, but I think it's a nice way to spread some actual positivity in our world and brighten someone's day. So this idea is probably my most favorite one in this entire video, and you'll see why soon. But get some paint. Don't be afraid to, get your hands dirty a little bit. I'm using some gouache here, and it's different than the other gouache I used in this video. This is just normal gouache. It reactivates with water, and it behaves just like watercolor, except it's like opaque, You can layer lighter colors on top of darker colors. The other gouache I used, same concept, except it doesn't reactivate with water. It behaves more like acrylic paint. So there's your crash course. Now, you saw me kind of block off areas with masking tape, and that's because we're doing mini paintings. So this is really fun because, well, first of all, it just makes your sketchbook feel more colorful and happy. But second of all, since there's a lot of like travel restrictions right now, this is such a great way to just paint the places you want to visit. And yeah, it is kind of liberating. It kind of feels like you're taking a trip in your mind. Yeah. So I really want to go back to the West Coast, to those beaches with like the really sweet landscapes all around it, and just enjoy that, So I decided to paint some beaches. That's the question of the day. If you could go anywhere right now, where would it be? Like, if nothing was getting in your way, money, work, nothing, where would you go? Like your dream destination. I want to know in the comments. I think mine would actually be New Zealand right now. I really want to go there. I really want to go to Denmark and probably Greece as well. So yeah, that's my top ones at the moment. Ooh, maybe Chile as well. Yeah, I really like traveling. Anyway, as far as this exercise goes, I try to do these like sketchbook idea videos in a way that people from all levels can enjoy these videos. So that means like if you're a beginner, I do tuck some easier things in these videos for you. And if you're more advanced, I try to think of you guys as well. So with this one, it might come across as a little intimidating if you're a beginner, but I think I would just recommend you go for it anyway. It's really fun to just think of a place you want to go to and try to paint it. You don't have to do a realistic style either. Just make it fun. That's the point. It's just to have fun. And if you're advanced, I would say if you want to add a level of just making it more challenging, create some goals for yourself. So for me, I definitely want to loosen up with my paintings. I can get really like tight-handed and get so hung up on all those little details. So I'm trying to use bigger brushes. That's my goal here. And I've actually been implementing that a lot with bigger projects as well. Now, I think this is fun just because it makes your sketchbook page really bright and happy. So that's another fun way to just make your sketchbook a happier place in general. Now you're gonna see me do another quick painting on the other page, and I'll speed it up for you, and then we'll move on to the next idea. Alright, I just had to paint a little bit of a forest. I thought it would be really fun to mess around with silhouettes and layering. Anyway, here's the satisfying tape peel. One of your guys' favorite parts for some reason. It is really satisfying. So yeah, we peeled all the tape off and look how clean that looks now. It's like a little gallery page of places you want to go. So I'm pretty sure I include this idea in every single drawing idea video that I have, which by the way, guys, this is a series, my Filling Your Sketchbook series. So if you feel like you want more ideas after this video, check out the description box and I will link you to so much stuff. It's like a gold mine of drawing ideas. So yeah, prepare for that. Anyway, I am going to be drawing people on this one. And the reason why I repeat this in every single drawing ideas video is because I know anatomy is intimidating for not just myself, but you guys too. So I do read your comments. And this is something that you guys tell me all the time. Drawing people is scary. And you know what? I agree. I think drawing faces is really fun. But once you go below that face and you start drawing the body, whoa, that is scary. That is scary. So, yeah, I definitely struggle with this. I'm not the greatest at it, so I'm trying to practice it more in my sketchbook. That's kind of weird to say if you look at a lot of my larger projects, because you know, if you look at my Instagram, I don't draw people very much anymore. I kind of go through phases, I guess. So yeah, one way I try to not be super rusty is to practice in my sketchbook. And I'm very rusty right now, guys. That's okay. Anyway, where do I get my ideas though? That's something I want to discuss. So I get bored of all those art pose websites. I feel like it's all the same after a while, and it's just, I don't really like using those as a source anyway. So what I do is I either take candid photos of my friends, or I go onto like retail websites, especially ones that I particularly purchase from, because I find that their fashion styles are what I would like to draw anyway. And the bonus with this is they usually include like full body shots. And the second thing, you get cool outfit ideas. So I like to shop at a lot of like bohemian boutiques, and yeah, I use those as references in my sketchbook. Now, if I'm creating pieces that I'm gonna like sell, I would not use that as a source because that'd be like copyright issues. We won't get into that. But anyway, if you need inspiration and places to draw anatomy with, I would totally suggest thinking outside the box. Maybe going on to like websites you buy clothing from and draw those models. Anyway, I get bored with just sketches on pages, so you see I added tons of color and made it fun. You can do that too if you want. Alright guys, here's my final drawing idea for this video. And if you made it this far, congratulations. And remember, if you want to keep binging drawing ideas, I will link my series down below so you can keep that adventure going. Anyway, you saw me hold up some primary colors, and what I'm doing here is literally just filling a spread in my sketchbook with repeating shapes. I have repeated this drawing idea in the past too, but I think you guys know by now that this is probably my favorite art exercise for stress relief. It's not so much about what it looks like in the end, but rather it's the journey that is important to me. And wow, what a cliche thing to say, but how true. It just feels good to draw what's familiar. I will repeat that. It feels good to draw what's familiar, and that's because I think for me, letting out stress and sorting through life stuff is really helpful when I'm moving my body. And when I can just like draw and get those like hand movements out of the way, it's really stress relieving. I don't have to think about what I'm doing, so I can free up my mental energy to think about life, you know? And yeah, if you're somebody who is looking for a creative outlet to maybe process what you're feeling, I would totally recommend trying this one. I can't recommend it enough because, yeah, I love doing this. I find it's easier for me when I limit my color palette, so that's why I chose primary colors. You can take whatever artistic liberties you want though. So yeah, draw what's familiar to you, draw what feels comfortable, whether that's tons of circles on a page or triangles or flowers, whatever you want. It just looks so happy in the end too. So even if you're, coming to your sketchbook after like a bad day at work and you do this, at least you can turn that like bad thing into something that looks good and pretty, and hopefully you feel better afterwards just to get some of that like energy out. Anyway, that's what it looks like in the end. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah! Alright, I hope you enjoyed all of these ideas. Let me know which one was your favorite. Also, feel free to tag me on Instagram if you try any of these. My handle is just mirabyler, so yeah. Alright, have a good day, guys. Bye!